Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and it's time for another edition of Top 5 Best PC Game Deals of the Week. Most of these deals come from Fanatical, and Fanatical is a rebranding of BundleStars.com, and they are running a lot of sales. And with every product on that site right now, you can use the code Fanatical10 to save 10% extra. Honestly, I hate the name Fanatical. I thought Bundle Stars was a catchy name. I thought the word Bundle Stars is what the site was. There was a lot of great bundles, and you could buy games individually, but the bundles were amazing, so I don't really get the rebranding to Fanatical. Whatever, that doesn't matter. The game deals still exist, so let's go over them. So number 5 is the lone deal that isn't on Fanatical right now, and that's on Nuvem, and you can get Hotline Miami 2 wrong number 74% off down to $3.75. Hotline Miami was a really cool top-down pixel art style shooter. It's a very difficult game, and it might not be for everybody, but I think for those of you that played games in the past, games on like the Super Nintendo, and you like your old school flavor in your video games, Hotline Miami 2 then is going to be right up your alley. At the full retail $15, it is a tad bit expensive, but for just $3.75, it is a great deal. At some point, maybe a year down the line, I do fully expect Hotline Miami 2 to be a part of like a humble bundle or something like that, so if you're not in a rush to play it, maybe wait out for it for a little bit longer, but $3.75 is definitely well worth it. Now let's move on to the deals over on Fanatical. While I hate the name, they are running some amazing deals right now, and like I said, use the code Fanatical10 to save an extra 10% off all of these. A lot of these are historic lows for the game, so nonetheless, let's get right into this. Number 4 is going to be Spec Ops The Line, 80% off down to just $6. Fanatical 10 will take off another 10%, knocking this down to just $5.40. I believe this is the cheapest price for Spec Ops The Line ever, and this was a game that went really under the radar. It's a gripping third-person modern military shooter. The real issue with the game was that it was released at a full $60 price point. The multiplayer wasn't that great. You were getting this game for the single-player campaign, and that campaign was awesome, but it was a very short experience. We're talking you can finish this game in like 4 to 5 hours, and that's being an average player, and you know, $60 for a game that's only 4 to 5 hours, it's just, that's not gonna fly. But that 4 to 5 hours is a very great experience, and it tells an emotionally gripping story. The third-person gameplay is good, and it's got some really spectacular moments. Like I said, $60, way too expensive for Spec Ops The Line, but now it's down to $5.40, and that is a great price for this game. Next up, number 3 is XCOM Enemy Unknown, the Complete Edition, 80% off down to $10. Now, this includes XCOM Enemy Unknown, XCOM Enemy Within, the Elite Soldier Pack add-on, the Slingshot add-on, and the Second Wave add-on. And once again, Fanatical 10, 10% off. This is $9, and that is a great price. Now, XCOM 2 is out, but XCOM 2 is actually a lot of the same of XCOM Enemy Unknown, so if you just want to get the cheaper option, and you just want to get into the XCOM franchise, and it's a great franchise, Enemy Unknown, the Complete Edition is a great starting point. And like I said, you get Enemy Unknown and Enemy Within, so it's a lot of content for your money. You can spend, you know, 100 hours with this game, and then after you get your fix out of XCOM Enemy Unknown, check out XCOM 2, which is also a great game. It's just that that game is a little bit more expensive. The best deal you can find for it is usually on sale for like $20, and that is kind of expensive. Usually it's like $25, $30 even. So yeah, if you want the cheaper option, XCOM Enemy Unknown for just $9, a great pickup. Next up, number 2 is Dragon Ball XENOVERSE 2, which is 60% off down to $20. Fanatical 10 will take it down to $18. Wanted to throw in this game because I've never really talked about the Dragon Ball games on my channel, and these are actually pretty good on PC. And honestly, I do get roasted a lot of the times for mentioning Japanese games, and I get it, some people just aren't into them, but who isn't into Dragon Ball? I mean, come on, this is one of the most nostalgic licenses ever, and if you didn't watch Dragon Ball as a kid, I don't know, you really missed out. And I'm not even a big fan of Dragon Ball. Like, I do not like Dragon Ball Super at all, but I still always find the Dragon Ball games very nostalgic to go back into, and Dragon Ball XENOVERSE has more of like an RPG influence to it, so it's a really different kind of fighting game. It's like part RPG, part fighting game, and it's just a really good game. If you guys don't know, there's a new Dragon Ball game also coming out, Dragon Ball FighterZ next year. That game looks amazing. It's like a 2.5D fighter, but for now, if you want a great Dragon Ball game, Dragon Ball XENOVERSE 2 for $18 is a solid pickup. This is a relatively recent release, so it is a little bit more expensive, but very much worth it. And finally, we have Grand Theft Auto 5, 50% off, $30. Fanatical 10 will take it down to $27, which I believe is a historical low for Grand Theft Auto 5. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, it's a pretty good deal nonetheless. Yes, it is 2.5 years old, I know that, but Rockstar keeps the value of their games very high. Grand Theft Auto 5, if it goes on sale, you'll hardly ever see it more than 50% off. I think for a lot of the Steam sales for a while, it was just going for like 30% off. So $27 is actually as good as you're gonna get for a 2.5-year-old game, but you know, Grand Theft Auto 5, it's one of the essential PC games that a lot of people flock towards, and a lot of the times when people ask me, you know, is this PC good enough to run X game? That X game is usually PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, but another one that's very common that I see is Grand Theft Auto 5, so obviously it's a game that you guys are very interested in, and I would like you guys to save as much money as possible on it. So yes, $27, pretty expensive for a 2.5-year-old game, but you're not gonna get much better than this. And obviously GTA 5 is a pretty good game. I'm not a fan of GTA Online, and I know a lot of other gamers aren't, but the single player is a blast to play, and you've got all the different mods. I just saw a mod pack that came out that added like Dragon Ball Z moves. That's relevant because I have XENOVERSE 2 on this list, but it added like the Kamehameha, Destructo Disc, and it just looked crazy. I didn't get a chance to install it, but yeah, GTA 5, a mod hub as well. $27, a decent deal. So that wraps up this edition of Top 5 Best PC Game Deals of the Week. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Fanatical also has a lot of other games on sale, so definitely give their entire catalog a look. Don't be too scared away by the name. I'm just messing around with that. It really doesn't matter what its name, as long as the great deals are available. That's all I care about. If you guys have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.